Hey, what's up guys? My name is Steven. I'm from Orange County Physical Therapy, OCPT here in Newport Beach. So today I'm going to show you some exercises you can do on the TRX for your shoulders. It's going to be a shoulder warm-up, strengthening and stability, and also promoting a little bit of stretching just for flexibility. So if you don't have weights at home, the TRX is going to be a great tool for you to use for body weight exercises. All right, so let's go into it. So the first one I'm going to show you is going to be a thoracic rotation stretch or a mid-back stretch. So for this one, you're going to have for all the exercises here, we're going to have the TRX bands right below your waist bone here. So you stick your hands to your side and you rest your hands down, push your hands downwards. You should feel that bone. If you're about 2 to 3 fingers apart or below, that's where the band should be, okay? So then for the thoracic rotation stretch, we're going to grab onto the bands here, step back, and then you're going to have a slight bend in your knees, and then you're going to push forward a little bit and maintain everything nice and neutral. So what I mean by that is a good head position where it's aligned with your back, your spine is nice and straight, okay? And then from here, you're going to rotate out one side and look towards your hand, okay? And then you go the other way. So for all the exercises that we'll be doing, I'm going to show you about 5 to 10 reps, but then you can go through it at your own pace and do about 2 or 3 more rounds. Okay. And for this exercise, I personally don't have very good thoracic rotation, so some of you might be able to go further in that. So really try to reach out as far as you can. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is going to be a wall slide. So you're going to use these TRX bands. This time you're going to face the other way. The wall slide is going to be a good exercise you can do to stretch out not only the pec, but also your chest, but also getting a little bit of mobility in the shoulders before we start our exercises, okay? So you're going to step out the bands so you have your arms are nice and straight overhead, okay? Get a good stretch here. And from here, you're going to lean into it just a little bit so you feel a little bit of your body weight. And then you're going to bring your arms down, all the way down, squeeze in the back. You're going to press up. Okay, so everything is nice and controlled here, and not a strengthening exercise, but just more for mobility, okay? So about 5 to 10 reps here. So once you feel nice and warmed up, we can go into our exercises, okay? So the first exercise we can do, I'll show you is a good shoulder one, promoting shoulder strengthening in all directions. So the first one we're gonna do is the easiest, is gonna be the W, sorry about that. So for the W, we're gonna hold on to the handlebars here, you're gonna lean back into it, and then make sure your head is in a good position, spine nice and neutral. And then you're going to use your arms to pull into this W direction. Okay. And then for this one, for all these shoulder ones, you could kind of adjust how hard you want it to be by stepping forward. The more you're stepping forward, then the harder it will be. And if that's too hard for you, go ahead and step on back to this position and pull up again. A progression from here, from the W, would be the T. So the T, you're going to have your arms and elbows straight, and you're going to pull out to this direction. And again, you can make it harder by stepping forward or making it easier by stepping back. Next one we'll do is the Y. So the Y, you're going to pull up into this direction, like the YMCA. this one gets a little bit more of that lower trap, so lower in the shoulder blade, squeezing at the top, okay? And then from there you can take that into an I. So the I, you're gonna go straight overhead. So if you do all of these, you should definitely feel your shoulders burning. The back of my shoulders are burning right now. All right. And we'll go into the next exercise, okay? So next one is gonna be a row. The row is gonna be, again, for the mid-back right between the shoulder blades there. So you're gonna hold on to the handlebars. You're gonna step back facing it. Okay. And this one, again, you can play with the resistance. So the first row we'll do is straight mid row, okay? So you're gonna be pulling your arms in. But for this one, this focus, I want you to really focus on that shoulder blade, okay? So the shoulder blade should be initiating the motion. So when you're here, have a good, right, turn on the muscles so that they're holding you nice and upright. Your elbows are gonna be moving, you're gonna be turning on that bicep just a little bit there, but I really want you to focus on squeezing the shoulder blades to bring yourself up. Okay. And then with this exercise, a lot of people tend to lose their alignment, so either they're using their hips to bring them forward first, okay, or they're sagging a little bit too much back here. So make sure everything is nice and aligned, and so that your shoulders and your hips are moving together. Okay, and then you can make that just a little bit harder by bringing your arms out to the side here. And when you do this, you're getting a little bit more of that rhomboid muscle. So also in between the shoulder blades. But this one's just a slight progression from the last one. Alright, so after you've done your rows, the next one you can do in the same position is for your biceps, okay? So in this one, you're gonna rotate your arms outwards like this. And then from here, maintain that good position again, and you're gonna curl up. And you can play with the weight as needed. Too hard, take that step back, curl up here. Get that nice squeeze in the biceps. And then if it's too hard, you can come down here. Same thing, good position. Moving the shoulders and the hips together. Okay, so next one we'll do is the triceps. So getting the other side of your arm back here. So this one, you're gonna be facing away from the bands this time. You're gonna step out so that the arms are right around where your ears are. And then from here, you're gonna bend your elbows and push out. So you can kind of play with the weight here too. Okay. And it's important to keep your shoulder, your arm in that same position and only move at the elbow. So your arm shouldn't be moving too much, as in you're using your arm to do that, or to moving it up too high. Okay. So right here, nice and stable, and just move your elbows. Okay, so after your triceps exercise, we're gonna go into a little bit more chest and promoting a little bit more shoulder stability. So for our next one, you're gonna have to adjust the bands just a little bit there, and then we're gonna make adjust the bands so that they're lower a little bit there, and then we're gonna go into push-up. Okay, so the push-up, this one's gonna be pretty hard because you have to have really good core stability. But to make it a little bit easier, you can have the band set higher. Okay, so the higher you set the band, the easier. So this one, get my wrists into a better position. So So this one, you're gonna lean forward a little bit, and then from here, you're gonna bring your arms back, bend the elbows, maintain everything nice and straight, and then push up. So this one, also very good for shoulders, shoulder stability. See that I'm pretty shaky here. But it's all about that control. Okay, so a variation from the push-up, you can also do it with these straps down